excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Alright, welcome everybody. We are playing Rogue Trader. So we've made our character, and we're now talking to Conrad here. Now, yeah, as I said in the previous video, I really don't know much about how this game works, and this conversation was about as far as I got, so we're gonna jump in. So we're in dialogue. Available dialogue options are displayed on the right. Select or reply by clicking on it or pressing the corresponding digit on your keyboard. Okay. Frankly, such excess can be tiring at times.
I believe there are those among us who share that sentiment. But such is our duty, is it not? To overcome base weaknesses and desires, so as to excel in our service to the God Emperor, the master of humanity. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencius, at your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
The pleasure, he says. You can hover your cursor over highlighted words to learn more. Okay, cool. My name is Drifter.
My regards, Master. Or should I say, von Valencius, scion of a blessed rogue trader house in the service of the Imperium. Perhaps this kinship came as a shock to you. Understandably so, given that all evidence of the connection was lost in the generations separating you and Lord Captain Theodora. It required no small effort on the part of Her Ladyship's servants to discover and verify this blood tie, which has now made you one of the heirs of this dynasty.
Right, well, so much for being the man with no name then. That's... He's like, nah, we know who you are. Okay, so what are our options here? Yeah, why have I been brought here, I guess? Tell me about one on whose ship I have found myself. So I'm one of the Rogue Trader's heirs, so there is another candidate. Oh yeah, that's an insightful thing, hey. Oh yeah, we got that one, we don't need that. Oh, there's more dialogue. I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it. Alright, yeah, so is there another candidate?
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
I see. Okay, well... yeah, what is the goal you have in mind?
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Okay. Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencius desires to personally meet with the person... okay. That happened very fast. So we can go to a journal. So we have a journal. Change your point of view. Okay. Oh, is it going to allow edge scrolling? I hope it does. Gears didn't always do that. Desires to meet with the person recently brought aboard her flagship. A storm is brewing over the dynasty. The Lord Captain has something important to share with her heir if she ever gets the chance. Well, that sounds quite ominous, doesn't it? It does have edge scrolling. Awesome. Okay. Alright, and there they are, chilling out. Whoa, interactable objects. Some objects can be interacted with in a special way. They are marked with specific icons. Okay. Hover your cursor over the object. If the cursor changes, the object is interactable. Hold tab to highlight object. Can't we just like always? So is it... It's that thing. Massive... Oh no, it's the table itself, right. Conference table, a resource... Wait, what? Incredible value aboard a void ship. Oh, there you go. The table is worth... Oh no, he's left us behind. We had one job and we've already messed it up. Okay. You look busy, so we'll... Yeah, and then we can talk to people. Oh man, so... Body begins to hum. Yep. Just wondering, yeah, how many people we're gonna have to investigate that way. All right, let's go, fella. We have arrived.
One of the Fon Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
They just got a tank just casually sitting there.
What's happening?
Oh no!
Run!
Cyborg uprising. Dog. You guys are cooked. Okay, so the machine god has turned on us. That didn't take long. To survive in the grim darkness of the far future, you'll have to face enemies of all kinds and fight for your life. These hints and tutorials will familiarize you with the combat system of Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. Click the button at the top of the screen and start the battle. Okay, oh, interesting. Okay, so you can kind of scout things before you hit start, right? Bro, that did 0 damage. Oh, bro, he's... Oh, no. He's just one-shotting everything. All battles in the game are turn-based and take place on a grid. On their turn, a character can move and attack and use their abilities. Select the cell with the highlighted area and double-click on it to move the character there. MP movement points determine how far a character can move on their turn. 1 MP corresponds to 1 cell on the battlefield. Moving diagonally is more costly. Every second diagonal cell uses 2 MP. So effectively 1.5. You move 3. Yeah, so 1 will use 1 and then the next... Yeah, so you move 2 tiles but it costs you 3 points is what I'm trying to say. At the beginning of each turn, movement points are restored to their maximum value. Note that once a character starts moving, this action can no longer be cancelled. Okay, so it's not like Phoenix Point where you can stop and change your mind. So where does it want me to move to? Just anywhere? I feel like we shouldn't get close to him. I mean, we've got a pistol. Can we, like, use this guy as a meat shield? Okay. To make attacks and use abilities in combat, the character must spend action points or AP. Their total is displayed on the panel at the bottom of the screen. Every attack or ability has a certain AP cost associated with it. The number of squares next to the icons of attack actions and other abilities indicate their AP cost. Right, so the number of squares is the AP cost. Okay, that sounds like an interesting way of doing it. At the start of each character's turn, their AP are restored to their maximum value. To attack first, click on the single shot icon on the weapon panel at the bottom of the screen. Hover the cursor over an enemy A tooltip will appear showing your chances of hitting that enemy and the possible damage you can deal on a successful hit. Okay. And the possible damage. The amount of damage your character deals depend on the parameters of the weapon they are using. The effectiveness of the shot depends on the distance between the character and the enemy. When you target an enemy with a single shot, you will see 2 areas denoting the weapon's effective and maximum firing ranges. Yeah, I was going to say that's not the end of a sentence. Yep. Certain abilities in the game are considered attack actions and can only be used once per turn unless affected by specific talents or other abilities a character might have. If the character performs an attack action, they will not be able to attack again and will lose their remaining movement points at the start of the next turn. Okay. So certain abilities are attack actions. Alright, and so an attack action is going to end your turn. Alright. So here... So where are those? Oh, okay. So here, so this is our AP, and that's saying 1 AP. But is it an attack action? I don't know. Oh dear. I'm a struggle with this one, y'all. So 4 to 7, and he has... You got, what, 30 health, and there's a 45% chance to hit. Oh, dear. Okay. So what's telling me that's an attack action? I don't know. Can no longer use attacking abilities on current turn. Okay. Oh dear, right, well. When you're ready to end your turn, press space or click the end turn button on the bottom right of the screen. Okay, well, he's only doing 1 damage, so we're pretty good next to him. He did 0! Loser! Oh no. All these poor guys, they're getting cooked. Like joint analysis. Okay, and then so we can see allied effects. Injury permanent. Frenzy. This creature receives bonus MP and an additional attack per turn. Oh gosh. Start of each turn, the operative inflicts +1 stack of the exploit effect on all enemies in the operative's line of sight. Right, so Conrad is doing that to the robot. Okay, and then, yeah, like, look at all its abilities. Bros, I'm going to be so bad at this game. I'm going to be horrible at this game. Alright. What's that do? Start of combat, the criminal gains +2 stacks of the Surefire plan effect. Consumes 1 stack and makes the next action stronger depending on the type of action. Oh dear, 14% of like 4 damage is not much though. Yeah, so that... So that's telling me that, yeah, it's gonna end me turn. Alright, well, 75%. Well, that's better. Oh, bro, we missed. Oh goodness. Just missed. Yep. To increase hit chance, equip your character with a decent weapon and place them on a decent weapon. I like it. That's just the game telling me the weapon I have sucks. So thanks, man. Thanks for giving me that. Improve marksmanship, learn talents that increase the perception and ballistic skill characteristics. Improve the weapon skill characteristic will help hit more often in combat. Okay. Well. Oh no. feel like we need to get... Is it... Yeah, I was going to say, is it going to get an opportunity attack? Characters with melee weapons can make an attack of opportunity if an opponent in an adjacent cell initiates movement. It can also be triggered by some abilities. All characters with melee weapons, including members of your party, can make attacks of opportunity. Right, so like everybody gets Bladestorm. The chance to hit and deal damage is calculated just like a normal attack. Right, so then we don't want to move. We want to...
He's as good as done.
Oh no. Bros, are we going to die on the tutorial fight? Oh no, he's walking away from me. Okay. Bro dodged. Okay, bro's a dodging machine. He just dodged 3 attacks. Bro, can you, like, actually attack? Okay, he did. Oh, good work, dog. Characters with melee weapons block adjacent enemies' ability to perform attacks with ranged weapons. Oh, is that why we missed? Pistols and shotgun. Oh no, pistols and shotguns are an exception to this rule. Those can be fired at point blank range. Yeah, remember back in 3rd edition, a pistol would count as a melee weapon in combat. So if you had a sword and a pistol, you got some bonus for your melee attack. I don't remember what it was. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh man, he's just dodging everything. He's a monster.
Death to the heretic.
Yeah, cooked him.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Well, thanks, bro. You saved my life, bro. Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's
What?
safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Okay, one, I'm not sure how likely we are to survive without you, and two, is awfully trusting. We're under attack is probably some kind of inside job, and you're just like to the perfect stranger. Yeah, man, go see the leader. Okay, whatever. Ooh, that's a cool map. So, where are we? Enemy, important character or point. Yeah, where's the point of interest, dog? Okay, okay, that zooms in. Right, well, yeah, that's a really useful map then. Tells me where I am, like, bro, I already know that. Do any of you bros have, like, a different weapon we could use? The wires in the servitor's head are still smoldering. It would seem the cause of this malfunction... Oh, man, am I just a bad reader, or does the text go by real quick? Short-circuiting of the motive force. Okay, well, I don't suppose we can take this thing with us, can we? Bigger than me. Alright, well... Off we go, then. I'll just defend myself with my little pistol. It does, like, barely any damage. Oh, is this where we were looking down on before? I think it is. And this seems like the only way to go, so... Alright. I guess we shouldn't keep her waiting, hey? Where you at, boss? I wish my map would tell me, but it won't.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Assimilation into the trade structure.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
Survey the room. Your first impression of Edelthrad, who appears to be about 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants and bone. The nervously twitching fingers and face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all sign of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. Okay. In stark contrast to Edelthrad, Theodora von Valancius's features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Well, no, they're not. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Edelthrad. Bro, that's sad. Next to the two of them, you see two more men. One is a grey-haired officer of impeccable bearing who is studying the contents of his data slate. The other is a behemoth, bristling with holsters and baldricks containing all manner of weapons.
Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer.
What, so it's between us and the nerdlinger guy?
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronus expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Okay, your character's skills reflect their knowledge and capabilities. Some dialogues automatically initiate passive skill tests. If such a test succeeds, new information will be revealed or a hidden dialogue option will unlock. If your character is traveling with allies, the party member with the highest score in the applicable skill is selected for each given passive skill test. Yes, that is what we want. We want that convenience. Alright, so those spirits could well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case, and if the population of Aeon 6 engages in xeno-worship. There are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Aeon 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it will give us the answer. And then these are... I do not know. Okay. Must be purged. Certainly like evidence of heresy. However, I would put my interest first, no matter what means I would have to use. Alright, so take it. Take the goods, purge it. And then this is going to be... Okay, get them to start a civil war, start a coup d'etat. Yeah, let's do the... Because, yeah, what if there's something more dangerous on the planet than just the people?
Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
Okay, she didn't like that.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence.
Find your tone most disagreeable. You will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or else you will live to regret the consequence. Shut your mouth before I decide to shut it for you. I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do, Edelthrad. Yeah, based.
Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the
Man,
time.
this guy's such a bootlicker.
So, why are you here?
Was it not you who sent for me? Yeah. Yeah, I do not know just yet. I hope you will clarify that.
Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
One of. Does this mean there are other heirs?
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders.
Understandable.
However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Oh. What did Conrad do? If you're satisfied with Edelthred, then what sense is there in having this conversation? Why are you wasting your time on me?
Impatience. I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Edelthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquired in your former life may prove invaluable here, in the Coronis Expanse. One could not in good faith describe your background as one of exemplary service to the Imperium. However, I am intrigued by you and your past. To have survived and prospered between the letters of the law is a rare achievement among those in our circle. You are skilled in the art of taking risks and cutting corners. Trust me when I say that you will have sufficient opportunity to apply this talent for the good of the house. Moreover, your courage has made you far more famous than you yourself probably realize. True feats of heroism will forever live on in the annals of the Imperium and bring honor to the von Valancius line.
Alright, I'm going to say it's all too sudden for me.
Perhaps. Yesterday you were just another servant of the Imperium, one of the faceless multitudes.
Yeah, let's go with
Today,
that.
visitors in the von Valancius colors come to you without any explanation and escort you to a vessel that departs for the far-off Coronis expanse. But such is the nature of my position. My claim on you is sacred and non-negotiable. I require all those who possess even a drop of the von Valancius blood, no matter who they may be.
Alright, well, I don't really trust this lady. Alright, thank you for clarifying. May I ask my questions now?
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Alright, an incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
Right, what are my current responsibilities?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
Alright, I have no more questions.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Uh-oh. What the... Whoa! That's a lot of guys.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
And we're
Come to chaos.
taking on all these guys. All combatants act in turns, and their order is determined by an initiative roll. The order of turns is displayed on the left side of the screen. Character at the very bottom goes first, and then the one above them, and so on. Okay.
Emperor, protect me!
What did she just do? Wow, okay.
Weapon at the ready.
Is that...
Die!
That slowdown is deliberate, hey.
Death to the weak.
Well, how dare you? Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Yep, makes sense. The character will not receive a bonus of attack from a side not protected by their current... Cover that a character can hide behind a mark with shield, yet when standing close to them, the character will automatically take up an advantage position. In this case, the chance that enemy attacks will hit the cover. The character... Not the character behind them. Increase. The character will not receive a bonus of attack from a side. Yeah, so you want... Cover don't do anything if you're flanked, which we're going to be. Now, the problem is we're kind of surrounded, hey. Yeah, I reckon we joined this guy. Okay, we took him out. Cool, we did something. He was a lot squishier than the robot, which I guess makes sense. Your character just landed a critical hit. Cool. Character's critical damage is 150% of their normal damage. By default, whoever certain talents, effects, and abilities can increase it. Okay.
I am your doom. I serve the ruinous powers.
Man. These guys are just getting cooked.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Oh my goodness.
One fewer target.
These guys are just beasts.
Reduced to dust. My faith.
They're cutting them into pieces. Oh my god, is that a melter gun that he's got? I think it is, yeah.
Just a minor setback.
Your character has received a temporary positive effect from an ally. Such effects enhance your character capabilities in combat. To learn more about the effect, you have gained hover your cursor over the effects icon next to your character's portrait. There, okay. Kill them. What? Why does it keep disappearing? Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? The jank, bruh. Plus 50 ballistic skill until the end. Okay, cool. Oh, that's a lot. That's like, yeah, that's a real lot. Alright, don't know if this is a good idea or not, but
I'll see to it personally.
done. We missed or it hit the cover. Well, whatever, we failed. Okay, they missed us as well.
Tried and tested
Ooh.
tactics are the best ones.
Yeah, so these guys are real powerful. Which makes sense, they're like in charge, so you'd hope they're powerful.
Such is the will.
I took care
Oh
of
my
this one.
gosh. Well, we killed one guy, that's a... Where were you?
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
Okay, what is happening?
From what we have seen, I can speculate that we are dealing with some variety of madness induced by warp travel. Such episodes are not uncommon among voidsmen who have found themselves outside the boundaries of real space, though such episodes seldom spill onto other decks.
Right.
Oh, the casters are not working, or have been sabotaged. Either the warp is toying with us, or someone went to great lengths to cut the ship's communications. I will need a direct channel to the engine seer prime before I can get a sense of what we are up against. Whatever it may be, keep your weapons at the ready. I imagine it will be some time before we no longer need them.
Yeah, the incident with the rampaging servitors may be connected to what's transpiring now.
Possibly. Quite likely. We will investigate at a later time. Right now, we need to isolate the affected compartments and try to assess the situation.
Okay, give me your orders.
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Alright. Do these guys have any weapons we can take? Doesn't seem like it, does it? Alright, so it's still Not gonna tell me where to go. Cool. Okay. So the bad guys came from this way. But I think the other dude ran off this way, didn't he? Oh, yep, we found the combat, I think. Oh my gosh. Right. Oh no. Dude is cooked. Shot him at point blank range. Yeah,
Rise to the
right.
top or get left in the dust.
Okay, I found where to go. No thanks to the map. Alright, let's go, Melter Gun Man.
Thank Providence you are alive and
Oh,
well.
Conrad, good to see you.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Yep, Conrad's a smart guy.
Mort, hold yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
I reckon we must provide immediate assistance to those still on the middle decks. Perhaps then we might stop this wave from spreading.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psyker powers.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand? Not everything in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. Mort, come.
Well, She's a tough boss. You kind of screwed me here, Conrad. Dragging me into this mission that is...
Are you ready to head to 18?
Well...
It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
almost certainly going to result in our deaths. Right? She was going to send him, and then he's like, oh, no, man. I need Drifter to help me. Yeah. Growing less fond of you by the second, Conrad. Since I'm the more important person here, you can go in the front to shield me from potential threats. You better not fail me. The Lord Captain made it clear that relying on you is fraught with the risk. Alright, I'll make do. Let's go.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Oh man, did he just kill us?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. A special destiny. Because I was thinking, like, Edelthrad is, it all went to poo as soon as he left. I was thinking he was dodgy. It was Conrad all along. Man. It's hard to find good help.